What's up, dads? Welcome to day 5 of boot camp. So here in Indiana, and just got done spending some time with my pops playing golf. So the thought I want you to think about today is, if you're not familiar with it, I want to introduce you to the concept of the 5 love languages. Basically, the thought is that everyone kind of gives and receives loves in one of 5 love languages. Okay, there's quality time. There's words of appreciation, there's acts of service, there's physical touch, and there's gifts. Okay, so think about those 5. Which of those 5, you normally have 2 that are primary, that you like to receive love? I say, touch me, tell me that you love me, and touch me again, right? So mine's physical affection and hugs. So guess what I do with my kids and my wife? I'm constantly telling them I love them and I hug them. But they have different love languages than I do. My wife is quality time and acts of service. So if all I'm ever doing is hugging her and telling her that I love her, that means something to me, but it doesn't mean as much to her. My kids are different. I have one kid who's quality time. I have another kid who's physical affection. I have another kid who's words of affirmation. So I want you to think about that when it comes to your spouse and your kids. Is there a way that you feel like that when you express love to them, they light up? Okay, so like words of affirmation. For years, I texted my son and my 2 daughters, just how much I loved them, how proud of them I was. My youngest daughter always replied. It mattered to her. My middle daughter replied some of the time. My son hardly ever replied. Why? Because his love language was quality time and acts of service. So those words of affirmation, they meant something, but not as much as to my other kids. So that's your assignment today, is think about your spouse and your kids. Of those 5 love languages, and we'll go through them again: words of affirmation, acts of service, quality time, physical affection, and gifts. Which of those 5 do you feel like matters most to your kids? Because if you're just speaking your love language and not theirs, your acts and your words and your gifts, they may not matter quite as much as you think they do. So that's your assignment today. Think through that and text me back, your spouse and your kids, what do you think their primary love language is? And that's probably different than yours. Well, guys, you're awesome. I just want you to know you're in the 1% of the 1%. You know why? Because you're a dad who wants so badly to be better, and you're awesome. I believe in you. I just want you to know that. Keep hitting singles today, brothers.